Are we good? Are we good? I'm just kidding. It's just me. I just pretend that I have producers and directors and actors all over the place because it's fun. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are on the topic of remote work. One of the most common questions that I've been receiving lately is, how do I become a digital nomad? If you were to Google how to become a digital nomad, you will see that so many articles come up, but most of these articles are pretty generic, and they're generic because there isn't one exact path to follow to becoming a digital nomad. So this video is going to be a guide for you on how to become a digital nomad, but today we're going to focus on beginners with little to no experience, so how to get an entry-level remote job. But this video will also be helpful for you if you are just becoming interested in the location-independent movement, or just the idea of being able to live wherever you want, travel wherever you want, and work from your laptop. By the end of this video, I'll show you exactly how to apply for an entry-level remote job. There's a few important steps you need to do, and you cannot skip these steps because this is what's going to prepare you to apply for entry-level remote jobs productively without, wasting hours and hours of your time. And I would say that the reality of this is there's always work you're going to have to do before your actual job begins. Before we get to all that, I would like to thank our sponsors, Warby Parker, because these blue light filtering lenses are so crucial when you're working from a laptop all day. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores, offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, eye exams, and contact lenses. Don't let your FSA or HSA dollars go to waste. Put them to good use on prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses, sunglasses, progressives, and blue light lenses are also available. Answer a few quick questions online and Warby Parker will suggest some glasses to fit your face and style. This is my ideal way of trying on sunglasses, right here from my couch, where I can do it in like 5 minutes. Sometimes I'll take them outside and I'll wear them around for the day if I can't decide on which ones I want to choose. This is how I got these blue light filtering lenses. I don't actually have prescription glasses. They're blue light glasses. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try on at home for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy, ships free, and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of these sunglasses or these prescription lenses or blue light lenses for free at warbyparker.com/Haley. All right, let's get back to work and prep you for that remote job. You might want to grab a pencil or paper or a laptop, whichever you prefer, because there's a lot of information in this video and you are going to want to take notes. I want to start off by saying this. There isn't one blueprint for everyone to follow to become a digital nomad. Everyone has a different set of skills. Everyone has, varying degrees of professional and career experience. Some of you might be able to land a remote job within a few applications and a few interviews and boom, you got it. But some of you might have to do all of the extra legwork at the beginning. You are not going to become a digital nomad overnight. This is going to require a lot of effort. So my first corporate job involved almost full-time travel, and that was just the nature of my job in my early 20s. I was 23 when I got my first real big girl corporate job, and that job is actually what got me thinking about fully remote jobs because I was working remotely most of the time, so I really got the hang of it. I started looking at fully remote jobs in 2014, and it took me 2 years to build up the skills, to build the confidence, and to finally go fully remote on my own terms, which was YouTubing and traveling and building my own brand, which that alone was I never had this major strategic plan for this. I really just kind of on the fly decided to do that. I already had another job lined up, but I was like, oh, I'll just go travel on YouTube for a few months and, have fun and whatever. But in the middle of my traveling, I was making videos every single day, uploading every single day. I was building skills, in the midst of even not having a job. I was still building my skills and being super productive with my time. And for you, it might be a completely different journey. So if you want to be a digital nomad, you're up for the challenge, then keep watching this video. For the sake of this video, let's go ahead and pretend or I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that I am my 25-year-old self and I'm looking for a remote job, okay? I've been working in San Francisco for 3 years, and now I'm looking for other jobs that don't require me to pay rent in an expensive city. And you know, I want the freedom to live wherever I want and be wherever I want, but also work from my laptop. I will also pretend that I didn't choose to build my own brand and make YouTube videos and become a YouTuber. Rather, I wanted to go work for a larger company. So I'll show you exactly what I would have done if I wanted to apply for a remote position at a company. When I say entry level, this is a job that I probably already have the skills to do. It's really about demonstrating your understanding of an interest in the field and, you know, your work ethic and being a reliable and responsible worker. And entry level is different for everyone. But let's say for my 25-year-old self, who has had multiple jobs, you know, over the course of 10 years and then was in a corporate job for 3 years, and again, all generalist positions, entry level would be the fastest way to start making some money online while being able to live wherever. So the jobs I'm going to look at are, you know, the ones that I have a chance at are generally going to pay a lower wage and most likely not come with benefits. But if I get to live in places like Colombia or, you know, the Philippines where half of my family reside, or, you know, the 50+ countries I've gotten to stay in because I work from my laptop. And in a lot of these countries, the dollar stretches further, then that is the trade-off. And not all entry-level jobs are low paying. First, you have to have some interests, right? College grads may have more options because employers are looking for a specific skill set. This does not mean that they're looking at your major. Honestly, what you studied in college probably doesn't matter unless you're specializing or, you know, going for a higher degree, then it probably matters a little bit more then. But also, it may not even matter that you went to college. In my first tech job in San Francisco, I had coworkers and I had a manager who didn't have college degrees. But they proved their worth because they demonstrated their work ethic from their past job experiences, which at times outweighs the necessity for pedigree. Your resume matters. It matters because to gain experience, you have to demonstrate that you've had experience, right? Like, you're not going to get a remote job if you've never held a job in your entire life. How is the business going to trust you to be able to work by yourself and be in, you know, these like exotic places or whatever with all these distractions around and trust you to get all your work done? You will have a leg up in the competition if you've held past jobs or built your own small business, or you were productive with your time and gained a new skill even if you know, didn't have a job, whether you were like taking courses or, you know, you had some sort of, you know, online certification of some kind. What truly matters is your understanding of work ethic and being able to demonstrate that so your employer can trust you to work independently on your own wherever you are. So first, again, as my 25-year-old self, I would do some research and find out what are the top entry-level remote positions. Okay, lucky for you, you can skip that part because I did all that groundwork for you. So here's the list I came up with. Customer service, answering support tickets via email or chat. Data entry jobs. Copywriting, like blog posts, writing reviews, product descriptions. Audio transcription. User acceptance testing, which is like testing out software that's about to be released. Website design, so like general updates and maintenance. Junior roles in software development and design. Social media management. Virtual assistant receptionist, so like managing appointments, data entry, email outreach for biz dev. And lastly, editing, like post-production for video, audio, photos. Do any of them interest you? Do you have knowledge in any of the roles that interest you? If you don't, then this is what you need to do next. Commit yourself. Commit yourself to learning about any of these roles that interest you. How do you commit yourself? You research. You take online courses. You know, check out Udemy or Skillshare or watch YouTube videos of people teaching you about this field or this role. I mean, there is just a vast wealth of online knowledge that you can use to your advantage, in which videos are being made, honestly, to teach you about any industry out there. So commit to them like they are your night classes, because chances are the people you are competing with are already doing this, and this is why they're getting the jobs, because they're committing themselves to developing the basic skills that are needed. What this entry-level job gives you is a door of opportunity for longer-term learning and career growth, but you still have to take the initiative to get your foot in the door. There are so many remote job websites, so let's go ahead and first talk about the differences between all of these websites. First, there are freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and sites like these. Here is the unfortunate side about the gig economy, particularly these two platforms. Fiverr takes 20% commission from your projects, and Upwork uses more of a sliding scale, so anywhere between 5% to 20%, and this is just the beginning of their fee scale. You should look into it more if this is something that you're thinking about doing. But basically, you're making less money than you would in an office job. There are no benefits, and if you are working with a client, let's say the client doesn't like your work, the chances is that the company is going to side with the client, and so you may not get paid even though you did all the work. Next, there are free remote job posting sites. Sure, they're free to access, but they are just messy and not really nice to look at and completely unorganized. These sites are just super ad driven. Hundreds of people are probably applying to these jobs, so the competition is vast. There's just no filtering involved. It seems like these job posts are like scraped by the internet by some, aggregator API that is just like, is some feed that's just, grabbing these job posting sites from wherever and just putting them on a website, and this site is probably run by a digital nomad, and this person is making passive money. So there's no real human who's like filtering these job posts to even see if they're like fresh, or if the company is even still actively looking for this role. Lastly, there are remote job websites that cost a small fee, like Flex Jobs, Virtual Vocations, and Just Remote, to name a few. I know the word fee is a little off-putting, but these sites are simply the best because they're working with employers, with quality employers like Fortune 500 companies, startups, small to medium-sized businesses who regularly post fresh job postings, and these companies pay their salaries on time. Now, going back to my 25-year-old self, I would absolutely favor something like Flex Jobs, Virtual Vocations, or Just Remote, these remote job websites with a small fee, because they are vetting their employers. The job postings are all pre-screened. There's no like spammy stuff involved on the websites. Customer support is always available and always helpful, and because they're charging a small fee, it's like weeding out so much of the competition. So many people who like, just because they see like they're charging a small fee, they don't want to sign up to have a subscription. Before I subscribe to Flex Jobs or Just Remote or Virtual Vocations, I would take time to sharpen my resume. And every time I've done this, I have felt like it's this nightly assignment that I just keep having to, go over and proofread and edit and reword and proofread again. But this is partly how you're going to demonstrate your communication skills with your potential employer. Your resume should be crisp, succinct, and meaningful to the role you're applying for. If you're applying for a customer support job, you'll need to show evidence that you can, keep records of customer interactions, that you can provide accurate information, that you can handle complaints. If you're applying to be a virtual assistant, you need to show them how you prioritize tasks. Talk about the systems or the tools that you use in your time management. Research how to structure your resume. My suggestion is you make it one page, you make it easy to read and straight to the point. So you've made it to the interview. Woo! Congrats. In your interview, ask your employer well thought out questions. The questions you ask in your interview are so telling of the way that you think. And I say this because I've been the person who is hiring, and it's really impressive when I get a question that is intelligent, that is thought-provoking, and that is relevant. Not a question about like, what's my biggest life dream, but a question like, for example, that has to do with a process that can be improved. So if you are interviewing for the job and you give the employer an aha moment, or like a few light bulb moments, then you're going to rise above the rest of the candidates. You can also back this up by talking about the areas you excel in, but keep building on this conversation because it is your time to also build rapport with your employer. Overall, what you're doing is you're emphasizing your communication skills. You are demonstrating that you can help solve problems. You're showing them that you can be a team player, and you're providing examples for all of this. you've got all of your work cut out for you. If you follow all the steps that I just laid out for you, you will be well on your way to getting noticed and showing your employer that you're the right person, you're the ideal person for this entry-level remote job. Keep in mind though, and really keep this in mind, that this is an entry-level position and the best digital nomad job is the one that gets you in the door of digital nomad jobs. Good luck out there. Let me know if you have any questions, drop them all down below. You can also follow me on Instagram right here at Haley Takes on the World, and you can send me a DM too. I'm always open to responding to your questions about, digital nomadry, remote working. Thank you for being here, everyone. I really hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Really let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below. All right, thank you everyone so much, and until next time, take on the world!